way of the world, and I actually like it. I like it because if we are meant to touch someone's life, they are going to get the message. So I want to welcome you over on my Facebook, and I want to welcome you over on my YouTube, and I'm welcome you on my Instagram. Blessings, Deontay Cobb. Thank you for joining me. I'm on all my platforms tonight. Okay. And this is going to be my second live for my YouTube channel. So I don't do no edits. I don't do all of that stuff. I'm not trying to do the bells and whistles and that sort of thing. I'm just basically being me. You know, I know with the YouTube platform, I want to thank anyone that comes in. May this message be beneficial to you. And that if it touches one person, I always say, then I know that the message was to be delivered. This month is Suicide Prevention Month. And so it's really important that I dive deep into this because they're only giving us 1 month. What happens that day after that 1 month, I always say. So I'm going to really kind of like tailor probably Tuesdays and Thursdays, the last couple of weeks on this month, on really going over and discussing mental health. I still have my, our spiritual things. I'm always going to have my cards here with me as they work with me. But the point that I'm putting out here these next few weeks is that, you're not alone. You're not alone. And you shouldn't ever feel you're alone. Even if we're by ourselves, we're never alone. And we have to understand that and understand that our spirit guides are with us. There is a higher power that's with us. There's always some energy source that's with us that can help us to get to the next level, to get to the next vibration that's going to keep us here on planet Earth if it is meant to be. Everyone is going to die, and everyone knows that. It's something that we don't talk about a lot. For me, as someone that has suffered with mental illness in the past, I look at death really different now, particularly now that I have become spiritually enlightened, and particularly now that I work with my higher self and I know that we never die. So I think about it fairly different, and I often wonder because I go back and forth, as I was saying on my other live. If you didn't see my other live about the truth that I was telling about suicide prevention, I go back and forth. Where do I want to be here? Do I not want to be here? Am I finished here? What should I be doing? And then I always realize, no, I can't. Because in my belief, these are my belief systems. People have different things that they believe. If you choose to exit this life on planet Earth at this time, the karmatic fallout is that you're going to have to repeat again the lesson that you did not learn when you were here. And who wants to do that? So why not be here on planet Earth, and then I'm going to scoot back so my YouTube can see me a little more clear. Then learn self, learn thyself, learn who you are, learn that you're embodying this shell that we have here, all these different avatars that we have, but our soul is us. Our soul is who we truly are. Okay? The I am that I am runs very deep, because when you choose those words, you have to think about who and what you are as a human here on planet Earth. So that is why I'm here tonight, so we can continue that conversation. But what I'm doing is I'm going back into my book. And this book for me really truly was a lifesaver. Anyone that wants to learn about who you are, the shell on the outside and the inner shell. I think I need some light over here on my there on my Facebook. This book right here, Living Untethered by Michael Singer, is very beneficial for learning. And tonight I'm not going to read a chapter. I'm going to do that on Thursday night. I'm going to just give you a short review about what this book is. I've been reading this book live. You can look at the reading if you're interested. The first 24 chapters I have read live on my Instagram, which is at Third Eye Bell. I miss you too. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm back. I'm back. I had a little bit of distraction, probably like about back and forth 8 months of a distraction, but I am back. And I realized that my purpose is to do what I do, continue moving forward. I have a lot of things going on. I'm really busy, but this is all part of my life is being here and being with you all. And thank you so much for appreciating me. I love everyone. I love you all so much. um it's, I can't even describe the words, that what I feel, for people that show me love and support, because a lot of people, were caught up in this fast world now, this matrix, and time is sped up, and people are really just heads down into their phones, into what makes them feel comfortable in their world. So if you're a part of my world at any time in your precious time, I'm so grateful. I thank you. I bless you all as I ask you to bless me. So tonight I do have some, like I said, I have some of my cards. I'm going to go ahead and give thanks. Give thanks to my ancestors. Give thanks. I'm going to reach over and get my incense to my God, my creator, the one who created me, the all who created me, because I believe there were others involved. He even speaks it in the scriptures that though there was the breath was life. In the creation of us humans, there were participants, there were archangels, like Archangel Michael. And you can read up on this in your scriptures. And Archangel Michael is also known to have come down in many forms as Jesus, as Thoth, many forms. The archangels reside. So I always give thanks to the all that have us here in this time and space. I give thanks to those who love me. I give thanks to those who hate me. I give thanks to those that don't like what I do. But I do what I do, and I'm here and I'm real, not playing any games. Everything that I teach here, that I share information, is I've either lived it or studied it. I'm a croon. I'm not, out here. I'm not one of the young girls, one of the young goddesses out here that are babies in this spiritual game. I've been in this a long time. So I share all my knowledge with you that it may help you. Let me go ahead and clear my space. Get my candles lit. Tonight, those who cannot see, I light white candles as protection and a sign of honor and respect. I always light 3 in representation of body, mind, and spirit. Okay. And I am going to open up our session think I want to open it with a card. Let's see, what do I have here? What do I have here tonight? All right, well, sitting before me is the Oracle deck. So we'll give an opening card. Blessings, Goddess Neck of Flame. Blessings, Queen. Thank you for joining me tonight. Just giving thanks for being here in this space. And I'm on all my platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. How are you, Queen? I'm going to open up here with the Oracle message, an Oracle symbol. And then, there we are. I knew I would say, where are my master cards? To those that are new to my channel over on the YouTube, are you very happy? And how was your solar return? How was it? You had a good time? Over here on my YouTube, I like opening up with a card, a message, an energy message. As we are energy, everything is energy. The spirit guides, they come down and they do bless me. The archangels do come down and bless me in this space. I am lighting sage Palo Santo infused with also rosemary. So I call what I have a smorgasbord of herbs here. And I just keep everything simple. This is a one of my candles that I burned down, and I just go and dump herbs in it and light them up. You know, I don't need a whole lot of fancy stuff, but I do like to work with the smoke, as it does clear the space. It does clear out any negative entities that are not welcome in this space. You are to go away. This space is being blessed by Holy Spirit. And in all religions, most of the religions, people, they use smoke. Candles are lit. That is smoke. We work with the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. Blessings, Miss Michelle Marie. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. So I'm clearing my space here. Dropping some herbs down in here. This is dark sage. And I use this to remove the heavier energies. And it also works with your psychic abilities. Looks like I went down over on my Facebook. So, oh, is it back? Cool. So before we start this reading, as I said, I'm going to pull down 2 welcome cards. And then we are going to continue to talk about suicide, stress, depression. But what we're going to do is I'm going to help you with the way to get through it. And I'm going to do it by doing a recap and reviewing Living Untethered, which I said is a book that is quite beneficial for learning. It says I have poor wireless on my internet for my Facebook, so I'm going to start that again. I don't know about y'all, but just off key, I have Spectrum and they just really are not good. I'm just putting it out there. If anybody that has it, I got to get rid of them. They're always going up and down, up and down. You hear that? I'll try to log back into my Facebook. In the meantime, I'll continue with my Instagram and my YouTube. But this book right here is really beneficial if you suffer from any type of anxiety, depression, If you're having suicidal thoughts, as a disclaimer, I always say, please call a professional. Oh, blessings, that's my cousin. Blessings, how are you doing? How you doing, Mickey? I'm so grateful. I'm always so grateful for anyone that is here joining me, Michelle. Thank you. But this book right here, as I was saying, it has helped me when my ego was just like out of control. When my ego was, you know, not on point. This book right here gave me another perspective. Hey. So that's why I started reading it. And particularly out loud to others, because everyone doesn't like to read, and I love to read. So I started reading this book maybe about, God, time went so fast. It seems like it had to be about 8 months back. And we stopped on chapter 25. On Thursday, I'm going to resume chapter 25. Today, I want to recap. And the reason I'm going to recap is because I want you to get a really understanding on how this book can help someone with depression, how this book can help you to see that you can have another day. Another day. Just go to sleep, meditate, and pray, and just try one more day. And see that each day can work if you have a system in place. This book here helps you to understand that it's not personal. Nothing is personal. Living in the moments, being one consciousness, is how you should be able to move in this space on planet Earth. Okay? So let's just do, like I said, 2 opening cards to welcome the energies as we go through this book. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me fix this. My live on my Facebook. I'm back up. Let's see what messages are here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I said energy never lies. My first card that falls out is Karmatic Path. And this is the symbol. I'm going to share it on my platforms here. Karmatic Path. As I was saying before, the reason why you really don't want to commit suicide is because of the karmatic path that it will take. And that karmatic path cycle is going to come back again. And you're going to have to repeat over again. And who wants to keep doing that? You want to be able to ascend on. So I welcome that message. Karmatic path. Thank you. Thank you for that card. And our next message, and I'm going to move these over while I go through the book, is going to be from the Ascended Masters deck. Let's see who's in the house with me tonight, what energy is here, what's present. Wow. I love this. I'll tell you, I love energy. This is Babaji, is our Ascended Master, and he is prompting us to practice yoga. And this is where this book is also coming in. Mind control, balance. Yoga is so beneficial for our body, mind, and soul. It creates pure balance. So thank you. Thank you, Babaji, the Ascended Master, here sharing this message. I'll pull a couple more cards as we close. Right now, I'm going to move it to the side. I took notes so I could stay on point. I don't want to be here too long. But if you are really feeling the blues, reach out. I'm always open to someone to reach out to. If you don't want to talk to a counselor or something, you could reach out to me. You can reach out to a family member, someone that you can trust. But I am a professional muse. I am someone that I am the gatekeeper. I keep the secrets. There are many people that trust me. I have pastors that speak to me and counsel with me prior to their sermons, prior to speaking to their congregation. But speak to someone. You may be unbalanced, your food may be off, you may have an allergy, you may be allergic to something that you might need some medication. That's where you go and see the doctor, because there is medicine that can help with that, and you might need that until you have learned. And a lot of people have to take medication the rest of their life. It's okay. No judgment. Do what you need to do. Me, for myself, as I was telling in my story, I cured myself from bipolar disorder and all the whole list of things that they said, but it took me a lifetime to do it. I only have, this life is, I don't have much more time here on planet Earth. And it took me an entire lifetime to cure myself, but I did it so I can help others to learn how to do the same. You don't have to be stuck. You don't have to live a life of misery. You don't have to accept I'm sick. Your words are power. Your words create your life. What you speak is what you are going to be. You know how many people told me I was sick? And I was so sick, I just would just stay in bed. I couldn't get out of bed because I had it embedded in my mind, because everyone told me, you're sick. You need to rest. You need to this, you need that. And I found myself doing that to the degree that the bed, only thing I would do is get up, take my children to school, make sure they were straight, go home, get back in bed and rest till it was time to pick them up, then get the kitchen in order, because I cooked no matter what. I didn't care. I was living for my children. Get up, get myself halfway together as best I could, get in that kitchen and cook dinner and make sure that my children sat down, and we had dinner every night together to sit down. And that right there told me that, okay, they're saying that I'm sick, but when I push myself to care for my children, I could do it. So little by little, I started to realize that, hey, let me do one day at a time. Even with the hospitalizations, I would end up being the person helping the patients that were in the hospital. Everybody would still start coming to talk to me. And it always turned out that way. And that's how I learned who I was. You too can learn who you are and work with who you are and keep going. You can beat this. You don't have to be sick. Oh, depressed for 3 months and you healed yourself. Yes, you can heal yourself from depression. You can heal yourself from the anxiety. You can heal yourself from the turmoil and the pain and the trauma that you experienced that created this. You can change your DNA structure that you were born with, that might have had a gene line that passed down the illness, the deep rest that is necessary because the DNA brought it forth. You could do it. I'm living testimony for that. It was rough. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard to want to stay living on planet Earth. It was hard. And like I said, some days I still suffer and be like, so fucking sick of this place. But the thought comes in my head and the thought leaves immediately. Soon as I say it, the thought goes away. I have to continue. What's my next step? Because I'm working in that moment. And though I might feel the thought, I don't allow that thought of wanting to leave planet Earth to consume me. Yes, you were consumed with marriage, breakup, and cancer. Yes, as I. I was consumed with the same thing amongst many childhood trauma, not feeling good about myself. The damage that abortions alone can do to you subconsciously that people don't talk about. When you take a life of having an abortion, that's a whole nother story that I could tell you about. I've been through it all. Been through abusive relationships. I've been through being thrown away. I didn't have a mother's love growing up. I know what it's like to feel alone, rejection, having men, that you're looking for a certain thing, which is a problem. You're looking for a certain thing in a man instead of letting the relationship evolve as it should. And I find myself looking and looking and looking. But what I was looking for during all that toxic turbulence of being mentally ill is I was looking for someone that was going to reassure and you know, badger me so that, you know, I could continue to feel bad about myself. So I always picked someone that, they like me because of who I am, wild, crazy, whatever, whatever. Hey, I got this wild mama, highly sexual, all of the checklists that the men would want, subservient, all of that. But then I would choose the narcissist, you know, with the exception of the father of my children, Augie Johnson, may he rest in peace, though that had its own toxic weight in it that I'm not going to be discussing here. Out of all respect to my children, but he was good for my mind. If he was not my friend, I had a relationship. It wasn't fighting with the father's relationship. It was beautiful, co-parenting, understanding that my illness, yeah, yes. I had a support system. That was why I was able to get through to where I am today, because my support system were the people that I didn't even realize were my support system till later. You think about the person that was in your corner when you least expected it. You think about the person, maybe even someone at your job that says something to you that got you through the day. Angels dropping messages, your spirit guides behind your back, having your back all the time, reminding you. And I had to realize I always had that. But I still would choose people that were the darker side of myself at times. Now, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, but my relationships are long-term relationships. And so I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be married. I know what it's like to be in a long-term relationship. And being married and having bipolar disorder is rough. Okay? Being married and suffering from depression is rough. I don't think back to the time. And if you have a partner that doesn't get it, that can't ride that wave with you,